What's going on, guys? Welcome back, Marriage, Money, and Mindset. We're your host. I'm Jared.
And I'm Alexis.
And welcome back to another episode. We're on episode 39. Episode 39 of Marriage, Money, and Mindset. We come to you every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time, and bring you content in regards to marriage, money, and mindset.
All right. So today we are going to be on part 2 of Ask Me Anything. So last week it was my turn to answer questions. This week you in the hot seat.
Right.
All right.
We did like she mentioned last week. If you haven't checked that episode out, make sure you check it out. Before we start all that though, we want to say thank you to the new subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you to the existing subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing.
If this content is something that you think is helpful for yourself or for somebody else, make sure to share the video as well.
Oh yeah.
All right.
We do this for us and we do this for y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
All right. So it's going to be episode 39, 10 questions to me. Last week's 10 questions to her. Now it's 10 questions to me. Pertaining to marriage. Pertaining to marriage. So let's get it, guys.
All right. You ready?
Yo, what we got?
Okay. He doesn't know what I'm going to ask.
Nah.
So, out of all the memories that we've created over these 7 years, which memory is your favorite?
That sounds like my question from last week.
Hey, I didn't steal your questions.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. So the question is, what's my favorite memory? Man, I mean, probably when we met, all the way day one, because that's something that's like we got our own version of a couple of memories. Like if we're telling a story, that story is almost verbatim, like the way I said, you said. So, like, I mean, it was just cool how it kicked off,
Right.
I still remember it. And it seems that's what's crazy. Like, we coming up on 7 years of marriage, which is still, in my opinion, fairly young in marriage. But I still remember that like it was last week. It don't even feel like it's been that long from day one. Like, we met each other before, but officially met that day, February 25th, 2017 at Ford Park. That it doesn't feel like it's been that long. So that's probably like, the memory that I don't think I'll ever forget that day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, man. So that's just to name a few.
Stop looking at my
But
notes.
the question was my favorite memory. I'd say the day we met.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
1 down, 9 to go.
Okay. So, question 2. We both work full-time jobs and we manage side businesses. How do you feel about the balance between our work and our personal lives?
I mean, it's a sacrifice, but that's something we went into it knowing.
Right.
Like, we don't have to hustle as hard as we do, but we choose to. And the reason being is so we can have a greater life later. Like, get it while the getting's good today, while we're young and able to hustle.
Yeah.
So it's better days are coming. But even in between, like, while we're waiting on that day to come, we still enjoy. We have plenty of leisure.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And also, like, for me, I don't personally feel like being up under her all the time is even good. Because I like that missing factor. Sometimes when we miss each other for a little bit, it's better when we come together.
Right.
When we do come back together. Because we have, that stage where we missed each other for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's actually good. They call it work-life balance. I mean, it's just how we balance. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's a mission we own in life. So that sacrifice is going to be required. How that saying go? The dream is free to hustle. Wait, it's something like that.
I don't know that one verbatim.
The dream is free to hustle is. I don't know it, man. Y'all Google it. I can't remember it, but it was dope. It kind of reminded me of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The hustle is, not free. We got to hustle.
Yeah.
You're only going to, get what you plant. You know what I'm saying? So, we trying to reap, sow our seeds now. That way we can have a tree grow where we can pick fruit off of and live off of later in life. So, we young, man. We got our whole lives where we straight. But yeah, man, the work-life balance, it's a sacrifice, but I like it.
Okay.
I think you like it too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man.
I understand that it's a sacrifice.
Gotta get this
So
bread,
it may
man.
not be my favorite, but I understand what we're doing it for.
Exactly, man. So,
Yeah.
it's what it is, man. 2 down, 8 to go. Let's go.
All right. The third question is, let's see. I feel like we've had growth in many areas in our personal lives since meeting each other. So, what ways do you feel like our relationship has influenced your personal growth?
Our relationship has influenced my personal growth because, like, sometimes you need that person to come in and, you think you may think you're in a good place already, but someone to maybe come in and give you constructive criticism sometimes, like that crafts your skills even more, like a lot better than where you thought. You may have thought you were already, crafted. But when you come in, sometimes, you give me better ideas than what I thought was a good idea. It's like iron sharpening iron. You know what I'm saying? I may have an idea, but then you come back with an even better idea. So that's kind of like one example. Sometimes it's good to have, someone else's opinion, preferably someone you care about, give you their opinion to make you better, as an individual. But again, that betters our marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
I like it. I like it.
yeah.
Okay, so the next question 4. What do you think is the most important lesson we've learned as a couple?
The most important lesson we've learned as a married couple. Okay. I think just the commitment, like
Yeah.
the lesson of what commitment means, like the process of commitment, like actually every day, like you mentioned before, every day you're making that commitment. When I lay down, go to bed, wake up the next morning, I gotta make that commitment all over again, all day, right? On every aspect of our marriage. So that's something that the lesson to learn how to be committed, you know, that's a daily thing. And even today, same, like every day, literally today, had to recommit today. So every day the commitment, the lesson of commitment,
Okay.
yeah, that's something that is part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
That was a previous episode too on commitment. We did 2 episodes ago. If you haven't seen that episode, go check that one out on commitment. Right. Yeah.
All right, so question 5. Right. Before I met you was in these streets. So what about me made you say, I think I'm done with that lifestyle. I'm ready to make her the one?
Well, you're getting older, I mean, yeah, the streets. I think that's what kind of, shaped me to be who I am too, though. Because I feel like if I hadn't had a past the way my past was, who knows? Maybe I would be curious about what that would be like,
right.
And, I realized it's not what it's all cracked to be as I got older. It was around when I got close to my 30s. I started realizing I think I want somebody to like grow with and, actually experience life with, have memories. You know what I'm saying? That's just important to me though. Like I get it. That's not important to everybody and that's okay, I guess, I just know as you get older as well, the pickings get slimmer and it's a lot harder to actually like find someone, a real companionship, because y'all haven't, you're so far in life to where it's like, how do I grow? Like you're probably already established. You have a lot already going on. It's a lot more challenging back to commitment. Or independent, yeah. It's a lot more challenging to let someone in that space, in my opinion, versus like, starting if you're younger to where you have time on your side and you still have time to like, you're not nowhere near where you're going to be in life. Y'all can do that together as a unit. And then of course, it's just worked more while. That's something that y'all have built together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I didn't want to stay single all my life. Like that's kind of, to me, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that's maybe, I don't want to say it like being mean, but for me, I feel like that would probably be a lonely life, so I don't want to be lonely, dog.
You got with me to not be lonely.
Not like that, but I mean, I wanted, and then also you being having the mindset of what I was looking for in a wife, you know, the personality and what I was looking for in a wife. Yeah, everything, you know, your attitude, everything. You know
Well,
what I'm
that takes
saying?
me to my next question. Number 6 is what are the
Yeah.
qualities, what are some of the qualities that you value most about me being your wife?
Yeah, character. That's the, you know, you got to think about it, man. Like, yeah, beauty is cool, all that's fine, but at the end of the day, you know, the brains, the intelligence. I want to have a conversation with you, which we have a ton of
Every day.
those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Intelligence, character, you know, drive, ambition, you know, curiosity, like just everything that comes with character. That's what I adore the most over, you know, like I say, man, you know, even for me, you know, yeah, I know I'm stunting, but you know, catch me, and I'm gonna still be stunting down the road in life, you know, same with her, I'm sure. But I'm saying though, like, you know, I mean, am I gonna probably get a little more wrinkly? Probably. You know, am I gonna maybe get a little belly? Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna stay in the gym as long as I can. But I'm just saying, I say all that to say beauty does slowly
Fade.
fade. So if that's all you want, then it's like, you know, you probably has low standards to me. You know, you need the character aspect of a good quality wife or spouse. And that's what I wanted, and that's obviously what I have. So, boom, there you go.
Okay.
These easy, man. Now I'm playing.
You don't like my
No, I
question?
love them.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking. It's making me think.
All right. So the
Put
next
my thinking
one,
cap on.
right. What are some ways, this is question 7.
All right,
What are some ways that I make you feel loved and appreciated?
man. Every day, just you know, I mean, you know, the affection we show, the you know, the words of affirmations. You got me kind of leaning more into that. You know, just verbalizing our love. The acts of service you give me, you know, cooking and catering to me, making sure I'm good, whatever concerns, whatever you think, you know, you check on me. And I think all this is reciprocated.
It
I do
is.
it for you as well, you
Right.
know. Like I feel like, you know, if hey, you my queen, I'm your king. So you know, that's how we operate. We take care of it, you know, each other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What was that question? I'm sorry. You said what's the
What are some ways that I make you feel
feel
loved
loved
and
and appreciated?
appreciated?
Yeah, I think I hit them all.
Okay. So
Yeah,
nothing in
that's just to
particular,
name a
but
few.
that's those ways is how I make you feel loved and
I mean, yeah,
appreciated.
you know, I like all that. You know, I mean, I can keep going, but that's just to
No,
name a
it's cool.
few. You know,
Right.
got to
And I
keep
want
it
to
tight.
piggyback off of that because I know it's not about me, but I hear some people in marriages or in relationships talking about the roles of their relationship. And sometimes it's hard to do your part when the other person, like you feel like they're not really doing their part. So
Yeah,
in this marriage, I feel like it's easy for me to show you that love and appreciation because I feel it from you.
yeah.
So,
That back to like the reciprocated part,
right.
right? You know, just basically a good idea for them people out here watching. And it's another way to figure out that love language, like what the way you show your love and appreciation or affection to someone uh, is you're usually voicing your love language.
Yeah.
So pay attention to how they show you love and appreciation. That tells you what their love language is, and then of course that now you know that's just like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying, to figure it out if you're
Right.
curious. Because a lot of times you're gonna show love the way you want to be loved. You feel me? So
All right. So,
yeah,
question
giving y'all game
8.
today, boy. Go
For
ahead.
real. Question 8. What are some moments or what is a moment that you felt proud of me?
Every day I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? What's your roll eyes for? Do you want a
Give me a
specific?
specific moment where you felt proud of me.
Um, you don't like the all day, every day.
We did that twice.
Yeah, yeah. Saying I do.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean that's the journey. That's the start of the journey. You didn't have to say you do. Could have been like, nope. When I asked you, you said you could have said, nah, I don't think so. But when you made it, when you agreed to want to be with me, that was, one of the moments I was proud.
Okay.
Yeah. You
I
like
thought you
that?
was gonna say something different, like my business.
Like what now?
My business. I thought you
Well,
was gonna
yeah,
say that.
that's definitely. I mean, it's like both of ours. Yeah, we do that together.
Right.
Both of them, all of them. Business is all one. But I'm talking about like something that, because you can always start and stop businesses, but you can only say I do once. Well, you're
True.
supposed to.
Yeah.
So in our case, we said it twice,
Two
right?
times and done.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I'm saying that to say like that's something that once you say it, that's the moment where life about to kick off, and your journey about to start. You know what I'm saying? So I reflect back on that day going forward. Man, the levels have been, we on a different level from that day. And the level is higher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not stuck. We're keeping it moving. So that's the proud moment for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question, as he's reading my notes.
I can't see it though.
Okay. How do you feel our physical intimacy impacts our emotional connection or overall relationship? So we talked about intimacy recently.
It's important. I mean, physical affection, you have to have it.
The emotional leading to the physical is what I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's emotional intimacy, physical intimacy. It all goes in tandem. Like just having physical without the emotional isn't like, it's more of like, it don't feel like it's genuine. Or if it's like, it don't really feel like it's no connection type of situation, Yeah, so it goes in tandem, We can't have one without the other.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And last but not least, this one is more light. What is a silly disagreement or argument that we've had in the past that makes you laugh now?
Argument? We don't really have them.
We don't really have arguments, but disagreement, argument, whatever.
Man, we always disagree. I think like we have, like the debates is funny. They just funny to have sometimes, like, but that's the cool thing about it. Like, I like that she doesn't agree with everything and vice versa. She doesn't agree with everything. So it's cool to just sit down and have debates and understand each other's reasoning as to why we see how we see it. And then of course come to a agreement and, together.
Yeah.
Like I'm able to stand on the edge of the coin and see my perspective of things as well as hers, and vice versa. She can do the same. So that's cool to have that, not always like a yes man. And, I know some relationships, I know of some relationships like that, where disagreements, they, some people don't listen and side with other people and, compromise. Because that's all marriage really is too.
Yeah.
Majority of it is compromising. You got to be able to compromise to be successfully married, in my opinion. If you struggle with compromising, it's going to be a challenge for you. So, for me, I think all in all, man, it's been good. You know what I'm saying? I plan on staying married. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's marriage, dog.
You want to know the story that came to mind for me whenever I read this question?
Yeah, what you got?
Whenever we went to Dallas and left our luggage.
Oh, yeah. We'll tell that story real fast, man. We went to Dallas for a little getaway and had like an Airbnb. We actually rented the truck and we drove it down there and had an Airbnb. Get there. I think we had 3 or 4 nights. I can't remember. It was just a little quick getaway. We get there. Everything's cool. The Airbnb is dope. We had a good time. Last night staying there. Wake up the next day to leave, go home. Truck's gone. Like what? Go out to the front because it was an Airbnb, like apartment complex. Go to the manager. The manager was there. Like, look, our truck's gone. I'm assuming it was towed. Said, do y'all have a towing service y'all use? Like, oh yeah. So I called them. Sure enough, they came and took it. So we took a Uber.
Before that, the reason why I got told is because the apartment manager did
Yeah.
not give us a parking pass or
We
something.
a parking permit was supposed to be in the Airbnb. It wasn't in there.
Right.
Anyway, we get there, Uber to the record lot. Man, it's raining real bad. We got our luggage. I sat it down at the front, and I'm an officer, right? So I'm flexing my badge. I'm trying to, let them know, hey, look, this a whole misunderstanding we got here.
Right.
Dude behind the glass, he talking to me. It's like a mirror. I can't see him, but he can see me. He talking real bad behind the mirror. But finally, a lady intervened that worked there and assisted us with getting our vehicle back. They still charged me arm and a leg to get it back. Mm-hmm. We so frustrated by this point, we just hop in and hit the road, get all the way home. Dallas from here is about 3.5, 4 hours, give or take. I'm unloading the truck. I'm like, hey, you already got the bags? She like, what you had to tell? You said, nah, I thought you got them.
Yeah.
And all I did was put my head down. I was ready to get back in the car and go back to Dallas. But see, that's another thing. Like, I didn't even focus on that problem. Mm-hmm. I just went straight to let's resolve it. And the only way to resolve it, I got to get back on the road, I guess, and drive 4 more hours, or 8 total to get back. But luckily, we had family out there. Mom was in town in Dallas, so we hit her up, and man, she was able to go pick our bags. We actually called the wrecker lot, and it's like, hey, we just left from there a while ago. We think we left our bags. We described them. They said, yeah. We've been wondering who these bags was for.
Yeah, so they held on to them for us. My mom picked them up and held on to them until she made it back to town, and then we arranged to pick them up.
Yeah, man, but that's why I didn't, like I say, we wasn't upset. I don't think that was something that caused. Well, we could laugh about it today.
Yeah, that's all.
At the time, yeah, it wasn't funny because I'm like, damn.
I'm very forgetful, so I used to get them a lot in the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah, that could
with
be
a bunch of different things. I would always forget something.
I feel like you do it on purpose sometimes. Like, what I'm gonna forget today? It's been time, like the airport. She forgot the phone, or what I was a misunderstanding too. I don't know, man. We can go on and on with stories, man, but we don't want to, we'll save some of them for later on the channel, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, back again, guys. We just want to, show and demonstrate, our affection for one another to y'all, but also demonstrate, be an example for other couples, this is an exercise where you and your spouse could, try. Mm-hmm. You come up with some questions to ask her that you concerned with, and vice versa. Let her come up with some questions, and y'all just sit and discuss and talk. Turn the TV off. Just be one with each other for the moment. Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised what it may potentially do for your marriage. You know what I'm saying, man? So, but speaking of turning on TVs, the game is on. It's about to come on. So we gotta go watch the game, man.
Okay, well, I appreciate the episode.
Yeah, it was a good one. Let me get
him to his game.
Yeah, man. So y'all be back next Monday, 5 o'clock. We're gonna be doing another one for y'all. So until then, y'all take care.
Peace.